Elias tied his leather sandals tight, the laces digging into his skin as he stared toward the distant horizon. Behind him lay the only home he had ever known, now shrinking into the dust. The next valley was 3 days away on foot, a daunting expanse of stone and heat. He started walking, his breath hitching with every heavy step on the rocky path. "I must make it," he whispered, his lungs already beginning to burn under the midday sun. He collapsed near a shallow stream, his strength spent until the rhythmic beat of hooves broke the silence. A merchant rode past on a powerful horse, moving with a grace Elias could never match. Desperate, Elias grabbed the stirrup and pulled himself up. The world shifted. Hours later, the merchant stopped to lash a heavy wooden wheel to a rugged cart frame. They piled sacks of grain high, the wood groaning under the weight as the wheel turned, conquering the desert sand with mechanical ease. They reached the muddy riverbank where the current beckoned. Elias dragged a hollowed log into the water, feeling the cool spray against his face. He pushed off and hoisted a crude linen sail. The wind caught the fabric with a sudden snap, and the boat sliced through the water. Iron steam future beckons. Elements propel. The river gave way to a massive iron station where a locomotive stood like a sleeping god on the tracks. It hissed, steam billowing from its belly in great white clouds. Then came the shriek, a roar that shook the very ground. The train pulled a dozen steel cars with effortless might. Elias stepped onto the metal platform, feeling the vibration in his bones. The wheels clattered against the iron rails, and the landscape blurred into a frantic streak of green and brown. Speed was no longer a dream. It was a thundering reality. As the train slowed, Elias walked toward the airfield where a biplane sat waiting on the grass. The pilot cranked the propeller with a sharp jerk. The engine coughed, sputtered, and then roared to life. With a wave from the cockpit, the plane taxied and lifted. They rose above the clouds, leaving the weight of the world behind. Elias watched the shadow of the wings dance over the jagged mountains, a silent observer of the earth from a height he once thought impossible. The world shrunk beneath him into a map of tiny lines and distant fires. He looked down at his feet, once blistered and bloodied by the rocky path. They were no longer tired. They were part of a grand journey that spanned the globe, a testament to the restless spirit that refuses to stand still.